Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, kind of a new guitar day, not a new guitar day, but technically still, because I actually decided to buy this thing. So, as a lot of you know from a couple other videos about this, including the review, I'd gotten this originally on loan from Long McQuaid while my tailor wasn't being fixed. And we're still waiting for a new saddle to show up for it. In the meantime, I do have it at home. But anyways, I decided to go ahead and get this thing. I needed a spare guitar anyways, regardless. And because mine is still not totally playable 100%, especially for a lot of the stuff I do up in the upper fretboard, lower fretboard, whatever you want to call it, I still need a guitar. And I thought, well, you know what? This thing is a little on the big side. It is a super jumbo, but it does fit me well, especially for sitting down with. Trying to stand up and play this thing ain't gonna happen. But certainly sitting down, which I do most of the time anyway, so not a big deal. But I have done the review on this thing, and it is a really good guitar. I'm actually quite impressed. I did put a set of Elixir NanoWeb phosphorus coated bronze strings on, 1253s. And of course they're still on here, and they'll be on here for at least another year, maybe two, depending on how long they last, how much I play it. But I generally only ever have to swap them out even on my tailor, which I play that thing on a daily basis for, hours at a time sometimes. And yeah, I still only change my strings twice a year whether they need it or not, because the strings just last. So I should get quite a bit of run time out of these. I do like the super low action on this. It makes it so nice for doing bar chording and being able to get a really nice sound ring out. That's really important to have. So having a nice low action is fantastic, and it was like this from the factory. So I haven't actually had to tweak anything on this guitar. In fact, the only thing that's kind of really disappointing is I got nothing to upgrade, because it already has gold pieces for the strap pins. It has gold tuners from the factory, which are Grover's. So it's kind of like, so what do I upgrade on the thing? Nothing. Well, I suppose I could always, go for bone pins and, maybe a bone saddle down the road, who knows. But, I wouldn't really consider those upgrades, and besides, I like the sound of it now, so to put real bone saddle and real bone nut on would actually kill the sound of this thing. But anyways, so I'm just gonna play some few chords for you guys, a little bit of random stuff, and then we'll just talk a little bit more, and then we're out of here. So if you want the full specs, click on the link below. It'll be for a right-handed version from Epiphone, and if I can remember to do it, I'll put the Long McQuaid link on. The Long McQuaid link, though, will have the new version of this. This is a 2019. The new ones actually have two pickups, because you've got like a stereo out system, so you'll actually have two output jacks as well. But you'll have a pickup in here at the end of the fretboard, plus you're under the saddle. Also would be different electronics in the new version. This one has the Fishman. The one on the Epiphone website will have actually exactly the same stuff as what's in this, except it'll show the right-handed version, not the left-handed. I really love the scheme they did with, they obviously put paint on guitars, so the way they painted it, the staining as well, the coloration of everything, it's just a really nice job. I love the pick guard. The pick guard is fantastic on this. Mustache bridge on this as well, with nice inlays. All the inlays are done really well on this thing. Like, it's pretty flawless. It's just the sound of this thing with these strings is kind of really super nice, you know. It's very well balanced in the tone. Having this thing plugged in is actually quite nice. The Fishman pickup system they put in it works really extremely well. You do have bass, mid, and treble. Built-in tuner too, which is fantastic. And of course a phase switch as well. So if you have any kind of feedback issues or whatever, that can help eliminate that sort of thing. But it'll help. It's not going to guarantee you won't get feedback, of course. But this one here is also a made in Indonesian model, so it's not a Chinese model Epiphone, it's a made in Indonesia. And even for Fender Indonesian guitars, they are fantastic, and so are the Epiphones, just as fantastic, made in Indonesia. I've never had any issues with them. And I'm surprised that Epiphone went with such a really super low action on this thing. Like, it is severely low, which I really like a low action myself. Mostly on electrics for string bending, but on acoustics, I love it for being able to do bar chording so easily, because that's one thing as all of us guitar players always struggle with, is doing bar chords, right? And because it takes a lot more effort. There are electric guitars that can take very minimal effort. Some take a little bit of extra effort. But either way, it is more effort regardless, doing bar chords over, your basic cowboy chords, as they call them, right? But, you have to do them if you're going to get the voicings that you need to have, right, for the songs. But even playing chords like this, more of an open state, so nice and silky smooth, it's fantastic. Now this guitar retails, even new, like 2019, I'd imagine it would have been the same price. Prices haven't really changed that much, but currently selling for $679 if I remember correctly. I paid $628 because this thing was already loaned out once before, so this was brought in from another store. So it only been out once before, so absolutely no sign of wear on the frets anywhere, which is great. And I don't mind saving a few bucks, a couple of bucks saved, that's, for the money I saved, that's a couple of packs of strings, you know what I mean? So it all works. I also did get a hard shell case with this. Now I was kind of debating on that because it's kind of like, well, which one am I going to play at church the most anyways? Like, I prefer the Taylor, especially for church, and it's a much lighter weight guitar, much thinner profile, and it's Taylor, right? So it's kind of like, but I thought, I better get the case anyways, because none of the acoustic bags that I have, and I've got quite a number of them, none of them will this thing fit in. They're just too small, and these are cases for full-size guitars, but not for super jumbo guitars. So anyways, I did get the case for it. It's like another $120 for a hard shell case. So this way, at least, wherever I want to go, I can take it with me and play, whatever, right? So, but at home, my guitars, they actually stay on the wall, or on my dual stand in this case too, because it's kind of a little out of wall space with all my pellet guns hanging off the rack now. But I think it's a great guitar. It's a great buy. If your body can fit a super jumbo guitar, and you are also, one of those fans of, Bob Dylan or Elvis Presley, the guys who have played this particular guitar, mind you, probably just the real Gibson version, but I'm sure a few of them probably played the Epiphone as well. But the 200 series is pretty popular either way, Now, I'm not a fan of any of those people myself, nor do I care for any of their music, really. but that's just my own personal taste. When I go out looking for a guitar, it's got to be something that attracts me. And when I saw this, I was like, ooh, that's kind of nice. And it is an authentic two-piece back, not just because of the stripe, because this stripe has been known to be a fake indicator on many guitars. But on this one, it's the real deal, and you can actually feel the raise up on it a little bit in the design. And so this is actually a two-piece back, and you can tell that too from the inside ribbing that goes straight down the middle against the back, in there against the backboard. You can tell that that's a two-piece back because that's how they have to, you know, hold the two pieces together on the inside, right? And that does make a difference in quality and sound. And for the price, it's kind of like, wow, a two-piece back for $600 and change. I mean, that's nuts. I mean, in the U.S., you guys are paying far less, obviously, because your dollar is different, but it works out to be the same either way. But you know. So we've got a two-piece back, we've got full electronics, gold hardware, Grover tuners, all this for $600 and change. I mean, that's decent, and the nice low action is just, it's hard to get over the action. And no buzzing frets, no dead frets, right? So that's also a really good sign that, you know, Epiphone in Indonesia actually put a lot of care and quality into building this instrument. Tuning stability is actually extremely good on this thing too. It does have, you know, your typical back rake for an acoustic, but nothing like a Gibson would be, of course. Far less back rake, so much stronger headstocks, of course. But also better tuning stability because also narrower in the channel in here, so the strings are a lot straighter, so they are definitely going to hold tune a lot better and tune better. But so that's the new Guitar Day video, finally done. I was promising to do this for a while. I've done some other videos in the meantime, and I got to thinking, well, today's Sunday, and I need to do a video for you guys. And I thought, wait a minute, I need to do this one on the Epiphone, because I haven't done the new Guitar Day video. I've done others on it. I've done the first impression, I've done the review, you know, that deal. But I didn't do the new Guitar Day. And I thought, you know, a lot of you guys like these new Guitar Day videos, and you want to hear more and more about them, type of thing. And I thought, well, hey, let's bring this to you. So tell me, guys, in the comments below, what do you think of this thing? But before you do, go check out the first impression and the demo review video as well, so you can hear this thing plugged in to an amp, as well as the unplugged sound as well to compare with. Tell me what you guys think when you come back to this video. Tell me what you guys think of this guitar. In your opinion, do you like it? Do you think it's something that you would, you know, even consider buying? You know, type of thing. I do recommend this particular model for guys that, you know, I have a long upper trunk. I've got longer arms, you know, because I'm like 5'9". So I can fit this guitar body-wise really good, because you can see I've got my natural pivot point here in my arm, you know, so it's very comfortable. I can get right into the sound hole area. I've got room to shift back if I need to, you know, so I'm not like, because you don't play a guitar like this, and you don't play it like this either. You know, you gotta be sitting comfortable with a guitar. So size makes a difference on guitars, big time. So one little last play and then we'll go. See ya.